Hi guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon where you are in the world. My name is Grace Maria and welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So yeah, and it's all about good vibes out here. It's all about, sharing life lessons, sharing about lifestyle in Dubai, real life, fashion, you name it, everything you can think of. All that in this YouTube channel, you get to learn all that. And in most cases, my purpose is to just help one or two people. It's just, that's it. It makes me feel so good. It makes me feel like I want to do this more and more and more. This is so weird, but yeah, that's just it for me. Mwah. I love you guys. Yeah. So guys, I posted my traditional wedding, or rather my ratio, just few months back, and you guys showed me some love and I really appreciate it. And with that, that's why we have this video today, and I just want to share some of the few things, or rather some of the few questions some people have been asking me all through from when I did the traditional wedding, which is like on April till now. It's like few months. And I think sharing with what I experienced, it might be good for new loverbirds out there who want to do their traditional wedding and they don't know what to expect, and they're thinking of what will come out of, whatever they're planning to do. So this is for you. I will share in the perspective of what we actually went through, or rather what, are the do's and don'ts when it comes to planning your traditional wedding. To be honest, for me, my expectations, was so high. Like, they were so high. And I think everybody else would have high expectations. When it comes to your wedding, your rasho, your labola, you always have a high expectation. Don't even go to all these big events. Mention it, your birthday. When you're planning a small party, you're expecting it to be wow, like to be a fantastic event, a very good event, not knowing that there are a few challenges and a few things that might be in between you and the wow, to be honest, I have few things that I really advise people out there, or rather I'll tell people that want to get married in traditional wedding. Expectations. I'll say the advantages and disadvantages of that. Normally when you're planning for something like this, please guys, do not put your expectation 100%. Not everything that you expect will actually go through. It might go through 80%, but the 20%, just be prepared and be open-minded in anything that comes in between, so that you not feel devastated or feel sad about everything that you're planning to do. With this, all I'm saying is, for me, I expected everything to go how I wanted things to go, but that didn't happen. Like, my expectations were here, and what they delivered, or rather what I expected them to deliver, was here, and then what was delivered was like here, and it was, at that time it's nerve-wracking, and then it's something that you cannot control, because you're the center of attraction in that particular event. Everyone is watching you. There's nothing you can do when things go this way and haywire. There's nothing you can do. So at this particular moment, you're just left to just see things and just ignore. Few things you will ignore. So what I would say, you need to actually try and have like a very open mind, whereby even if you expected 90%, even when they deliver 50%, it won't really get into you. So you can work on that, on your expectations, and try to be open-minded. I don't know if this applies to people out there, but I came to learn, when you're trying to do a certain event like this, do not give your friends to be your suppliers. Do not let your friends be your suppliers. I repeat, leave your friends to be your friends and do your business as your business. Your friends will just come and ruin something, and then they apologize like nothing happened, and that event cannot be repeated ever again. It's done and it's done. There's nothing you can do. And the only thing you can get is an apology, which that's not what you actually need. And when I say this is, you have entrusted someone that you trust, maybe someone you have known for so long, and then they say they will come and deliver, and you pay whatever they ask for. But if you ask for 50%, they give you 30%. So, and this is a friend, and there's nothing you can do for this person to actually deliver what you want. You ask for it, you trust it's your friend, and when they come, the event is there, they don't deliver. I'm sorry, babes, I don't know, this went that, I didn't have this supplier had, you know, had to bring me some food, but they forgot some plates. My friend, leave your friends to be your friends, and do your event as your event as a person. Let your friends stay there and your event there. Let them come as guests. Do not let them be your suppliers. That's one thing I learned, and I would want to teach someone out there. Please, let your friends be your friends. And imagine that's it. Your friends be your friends. And I think this applies also to very crucial things like business. If you want to do with friends, expectations that are there are very high, and if anything goes wrong, there's nothing you can do to them. Nothing. It's like when you're hiring your best friend and then they don't work as how much you want them to work. You don't have a reason to fire them because they're your friends. Instead, you just keep them, and they don't do their job, and they take advantage of that, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, that's number 2. Let your friends be your friends. Number 3, family tradition. Yeah, guys, what I was not prepared about, it's family tradition. I know this is crazy when somebody else tells you, but once you're about to go and get married, there are certain traditions that you didn't know that you will know that will shock you to a point you don't want to get married anymore. Like, you're like, oh my god, does this have to happen for you to get married? Like what? Why? You know, I just want to get married and that's it. So these are things like you need to be very patient with or about, especially when you're dealing with parents and elders. It's something you really need to be patient about and get to learn about your tradition. When you learn about your tradition, then it gets easier. Ask questions. When you're trying to marry someone that is not even your tribe, or even from a different country, get to learn their tradition as well. Because with this, you will get to learn both traditions and you won't get shock. When you're about to get married, you won't get like shock. Honestly, for me, I did get a shock because there are things that were irritating me so bad, and they were like making me feel like, is it a must? Why? I just want to get my man and that's it. I don't want to know what happened 50 years ago. I don't want to know. But at the end of the day, that's how it should be, and that's how it will happen. It's either that or you just get married without your parents' blessings. And who wants that? Nobody wants that. So you get to learn your tradition, and then with that, you get to know what you're getting yourself into, and you'll be actually fully prepared mentally and physically. So whenever these things are coming up, you won't be like surprised as somebody who doesn't know anything. So to me, I would say I really got surprised. I wish I knew that. Actually, I have a friend who really prepared me mentally when it comes to this. I didn't know, but she made me realize like, okay, these are things I need to learn, you know? And I did, and wow, at least I didn't feel like I am empty upstairs because I was before I knew that I need to learn about that. So you need to know your tradition, and you need to know the partner that you're gonna get married to. what type of traditions they have, you know, for you to be in a very safe space. Number 4, I guess. I think we're in number 4. Never ever pay your supplier in full. I know this is very sorry to say this, but this is very stupid, but trust me, this is the part that I would say I didn't know that I should pay some of my suppliers half for them to do their job. You know, in my mind I was like, okay, I want to get, you know, deal with all this and finish. I didn't want to, you know, I had just remained a very small amount which I paid fully after, but I came to realize if your supplier has not delivered what they're supposed to deliver, either pay them quarter and do not pay them 3/4. Pay them quarter for them to deliver. If they don't deliver, do not pay them in full. That is something I have learned in this marriage that I did, and something in real life that made me realize for someone to do what you pay them to do, do not pay them in full. In fact, pay them quarter the money that you're supposed to pay them. If you're supposed to pay them 100,000, you pay them 30,000. The rest, you pay them after their job is done. Because honestly, it's the very big mistake some of us do, to pay the suppliers in full. Never ever if you want your event to be successful with no stress, pay the supplier the money that they would do before the event. After event, pay the rest. Or you can have a contract whereby you have a certain procedure of paying them, but let the money that you're supposed to pay them after to be more than the one you paid them already, because you will be disappointed, my sister, my brother out there. You'll be disappointed, you'll be scattered in pieces, because some of them will not appear, some will not deliver, some will ask for more money the day of the event. So these are things that I came to learn that I wish I knew some of them. That's another thing. Number 5, it goes to family expectation. Your family might be expecting a certain way your ratio, or rather your traditional wedding, to be, and there's way you planned it to be. So in this case, I would say, and I'll suggest out there, you plan that your ratio will be 1 million worth of, or some of you maybe 200,000. Do not let it exceed your budget, because there's a life after this day, because you might end up satisfying your family with making a traditional wedding for 500,000 and your budget was 200,000, and once it's finished, you're left with nothing. And where will you go? You're left 2 of you from scratch. If your budget was 200, even if the people are gonna be 1,000, let it be 200. Do not exceed your budget due to how much people, because that's when you actually go wrong, because people will never be satisfied. Either there was a lot of food or less food, they will still not get satisfied. So that's another thing. If your budget was this, make it that, and that's it. If your friend wants to invite another friend, that's their business. They will come and they don't have food, that's their problem. That was not your intentions to invite them. Your intention was to invite one person, and they brought another, that party and a 4th party. For what? My friend, make it for 200,000. That 400,000 you're supposed to make for more. You'd rather go for vacation, either in Mombasa or whatever, or even go for what do you call it? Go for dinner and enjoy a dinner of 10,000 and save 190,000 instead of adding more 200,000 for unnecessary stuff. You know. So stick to your budget. Stick to your budget. It's your wedding, it's your traditional wedding, it's your lobola, anything. Stick to your own budget. And that is something I learned. Because at the end of the day, it will be about you two after, and nobody will be there. I remember that night when everything finished, I was with my husband. We're like, it's over. Like, it's over. It's done. Like, duh. It's finished. And we left 2 of us. And that was the day. So yeah, stick to your budget. Another thing, with this period, you have to be very patient with each other, with your husband and with your wife. Because to be honest, the pressure is so much that you have a lot of fights. You tend to argue a lot because now your husband is getting pressure on paying traditional bride price, and you are like, you want this, you want that, like you're feeling like he doesn't understand. These are things you should actually come together and decide together. Don't let arguments get to control both of you. You need to be on the same page. You need to understand each other and come into a common ground on what both of you want, even before you announce that you're supposed to be doing a traditional wedding. Because after you announce, that's it. It's already planned. You need to know what you want, how many people you want, and how many people your parents will invite. Because if you do not know that, you will find 1,000 people at your back, at your house, and you only know like 10. The rest you do not know. You have a budget of 200 people, you find a budget of 1,000 people. What will you do? You look like you didn't plan for it because the food is finished, but your plan was okay. But apparently in this situation, you know. So guys, I think in this life, people are always people, and there's nothing you can do to satisfy everybody. You have to do what you have to do, and whoever is satisfied, it's okay. Whoever is not, it's still okay. Because there's no way you can get to satisfy every single person in your event. Some people are there because they want to be there. Some people are there to support you. Some people are there to just see what's happening. Okay, this happened. Oh, this is what she's wearing. This is what they were cooking. Some people are there for that. So that just has to be in your head. And the last thing, never take a loan to do your wedding or traditional wedding, or let me say traditional wedding. Let me stick it to that because the rest I do not know. But I would say never do that. To be honest, I came to learn that if you have a wedding planner, it's okay for you. It's fine. If you can afford it, you can take a wedding planner. Other than that, do your things by yourself. Do your things by yourself for you to get to know what you're spending, what is there, what's not there. Yes. And for a loan, because I had a friend who was telling me that she wants to take a loan to do her traditional wedding. Bro, no, it's not a good idea. Wait, the time will come. When you're ready, you're ready. Like, these are things that you shouldn't even rush, because at the end of the day, like I said, there's life after that. You don't want to be left. People have just gone and enjoyed your money, and you're left there paying loan, and you're living in a very bad situation just because you have a loan somewhere. So I suggest that you wait until you're good financially, and then you can do that. Or you can even meet the parents. There's some tradition that allow you to meet the parents, like a lady or the guy. The vice versa, you can meet the parents. The parents get to know that I'm with your daughter, I'm with your son, and just for you parents to know. And then we are preparing to do a traditional wedding after 1 year and save for it, and that's it. For us, that's what we did. We knew like in 6 months time we will have a traditional wedding, so we saved for it for us to get to whatever we want. And it's easy as that. I mean, you learn. I'm not saying if you're gonna do your, because if you're gonna do your own traditional wedding or your wedding, you will get to know, or rather you get to learn mistakes and, you know, things that you didn't like or liked to your own event. it doesn't have to be like mine, but I'm pretty sure we'll have some very common ideas that I'm just saying that will happen to your ratio, or rather to your lobola, you know. So, and that was it for me, guys, and I hope you learned one or two things. And yeah, like I said, we're all here for positive vibes, and I hope you guys love each other out there. If you're willing to do your traditional wedding, or you're planning to do a traditional wedding, please have, you know, positive vibes as always, and get to know that in this life you live once, so enjoy as you can, enjoy as much as you can, do whatever you need to do in this life, because it's too short. So if it's that wedding you want to do, plan for it and do it. If it's that traditional wedding you've always wanted, plan for it, and I forgot, work for it also. It's not for free, eh? It's not for free, so you plan for it. For you to get what you want, you need to chase. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for staying tuned, hearing me out, and I hope one of you two out there have learned one or two things. I mean, all I want is for you guys to have a good time and enjoy. Don't forget to enjoy in your ratio. Even if you see people don't have enough food, enjoy. There's no porridge, or rather the tea is finished, enjoy. You hear whispers, the groom's family is late, enjoy. Don't stress, although I was stressed. No, not late, but yeah, that's just nerve-wracking. But enjoy. You make sure that is a night you'll never forget, because you'll never repeat that day. So that day you enjoy to the fullest. Thank you, guys, and stay tuned to the next video. Bye bye.